Yo, yo. Yes, our sound's working. I'm a bit bright. Yeah, there we go. Turn my sound down just a wee bit. How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Wednesday the 10th of March. Still at it. Wow, still here. So yeah. We have about 1 month to get this project done. And I've been hitting on it most nights, most days. We're almost there, but the more I hit at it, the more it bubbles up with features and things I need to do. So it's gonna be an interesting one. Today, I haven't really a clue of what I want to target at with my projects, but I do want to get a very interesting stream out for y'all. But more importantly, how are you guys? Are you doing okay? It's been like, what, a week since we last spoke? So I'm doing okay. I did some yoga today. I've been keeping up on my water, my supplements. Stayed in most of the day. It's a bit miserable outside. It rained a lot last night and today, so no fun outside. Usually when a sunny day comes, it's quite the opposite. It's like, yay, let's go outside and have loads of walks or runs or anything like that, but not today. Nope. Too windy, too wet. Stay indoors. Really, really busy day with my client work. But yeah, that's such as life with software engineering. We do this. We rock up each and every single day with what we want to do, and we want to push on to the next thing and to develop some great things. So without further ado, oh, hey Hex, hey Kitty, how's it going? It's sort of spring over here. We do have the bluebells and some flowers coming on through. Damn, you must have like real thick skins over there in Norway, is it? Snowing still. Ugh. I like snow. I don't like the cold which comes with the snow. Or I don't like the, when the snow's settled down, the cars have come and they compacted the snow down into just this watery, terrible sludge, just disgusting blackness on the road, and you have to walk through it, and there's no pavement which is safe enough without slipping over. Don't like that part. But the snow, where you've intended to go on out and do some sledging and stuff like that, that's good snow. But over here it's just been wet and rainy, and if it does snow, it's gone within a day. So I envy your snow. But it's good to hear that you guys are okay. I'm going to... what do I need to do? Let's have a look. I've got a lot on my board. Is that a good size? I've some music as well. Do tell me if the volumes are a bit weird. I can adjust those. I had this massive checklist of things to do, which I've been considering. I just did this. Oop, nope. Done. TwitPics. So TwitPics, I've not come across this. I did this a couple of days ago and I broke the build. So the problem I've been having with most of my site at the current time, if we go to a version of it which is live, is the images are slow because it was pulling the raw images from the storage and not resizing them and just being very problematic. So I've looked at TwitPics, which is relatively good for its pricing structure. And what TwitPics does, I thought it would be like a complete repository for your images where you'd have to upload the images to TwitPics. No, not like that. It's actually a middleman layer where you link it to where your images are publicly on the internet and serve your images through TwitPics, and it will resize them and optimize them for your web page. And there is some resizing going on, so I did that. I need to fix that too. What's Crazy Kitty say? Good volume. Nice. Got some chill music on. We did a trip well over 0. Good week. Norway is funny. When going over spring though. First time snow melted, which is nice. Summertime. Oh yeah, do you guys like switch your car tires from winter to summer? Like, I guess you kind of got. I don't think you have tire chains on there, but you probably have like a compound which is a bit more softer and then cut through the snow a bit more to get to the asphalt. And then snowfall. Oh, it sounds like a pain having to do that each and every year. Switch your tires around. Oh well. I guess in some places you adapt and you know it's going to be cold, so let's do the cold thing. In the UK, we don't know whether it's going to be really cold or really warm in the summer. So we complain at both of them because we're just not prepared. We're just not prepared over here in the United Kingdom. Let's have another look through this. Tires with spikes. Oh my! Wow. You know, that must really suck if you're driving from a snowy place to a not so snowy place and your car's just rumbling all over the place because the spikes are just hitting the ground directly. I must search for. Let's have a look. I wanna have a look at this. Norkine Hakapelita. Oh, that's a good looking tire. That looks rugged. I'm gonna. Oh, it does. Oh, it has little ones in there. I guess that'll still. That looks like a real solid tire. It's going to get you through the winter. Deep, thick grooves in there to wick away any water or snow. The studs on there to try and get any traction through the grip. Yeah, that looks good. Sounds like popcorn. That's amazing. So I guess you guys have to kind of, like, each and every year, go to a garage, get the tires taken off, put on your summer tires, have them stored somewhere. You have to probably pay a couple bucks a month or something for having them stored, and then do the reverse come September. So let's have a look. Norway weather. Oh, seasons. I want to have a look. Is there like a quick graphic which will tell me to? Oh, I was expecting a graphic, but I think even that's pretty cool. Winter, var, sommer, Host, or Hust. So nice over there. I will definitely get myself over there one time because it looks really nice. Look at that. Fjords. Apples and everything. I'd definitely reach out for one of those apples right there. Whether it's legal or not, totally have that. And the Aurora Borealis. Yeah, I want a bit of that. That's not Norway. Is that? It is. It looks like Iceland or Greenland with the houses there. This is Hard Danger Fjord. This one you linked me to a little while ago. Oh, the killer. I bet you there's a massive queue of people just off camera here waiting to get up on here and take that photo shot. And then, like, once they've taken their shot, they come back and then another person jumps on down to get that. I'm totally sure. Not too sure through COVID times, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude waited for an hour to get this one shot. They stored behind the workshop. It's quite a bad, but there's places in Norway like it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Can I bring it big? Please, can I please take the photo? Please. I'll wait patiently. I knew it was there. It is beautiful though. There's of course below the sun there. Some of the photography which I would eventually take. What is it? I've been to what is it? 500 EX. Completely digressed now. Gone traveling. This is my account from when I was traveling around. I could upload some new. That's Manchester. The type of photography I do enjoy taking. It's just like kind of sunsets and nature. These are well out. Oh, look at these in ages. Aw, Manchester again. Budapest. Kooky, yeah? Pretty sure you guys, when you do get out of the city, you really enjoy the fresh air, the waterfalls. I would. Oh, just miss traveling now. God damn you guys. Each and every week you come on, you remind me how nice it is. The green is on the other side. The grass is green on the other side. Like, yeah, England's pictures. It's the usual. It's like, yeah, go to the Tower of London or London, but like, I'd Scotland. Scotland has it really going on there. Like, I've not even been to see this yet. That's something which I want to check out, especially when there's a steam locomotive on there. Here, this is very easy because Edinburgh, you got the Edinburgh Castle there. This is only like half an hour walk up to here. Really easy, this one. Is Scotland safe? Who's asking that? Scotland's well safe. Ooh, shiny. That's not Scotland, is it? That's well awesome. Yeah, I would totally do the same. I'd have to edit out all that to make it less busy. So I'd Photoshop that out. And then, yeah, fly the drone out. Just to do that. Good shot, that. Ah, yeah, this is like the most iconic Hogwarts Express. Scotland's well better than England. What was it? We've got the Cumbria. No, I spelled that wrong, haven't I? Nice area-ish. Lake District. That's where it's happening. That's like kind of north of England, so maps, google.com. Whoop. Zoomy out. So you guys, I guess, are somewhere in this box. Maybe somewhere there. Or I'm assuming you're closer to the city, so I was like, I'm going to go with that. You haven't really hit Express. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so this area here of England, beautiful. There's loads, like 5 national parks within good spitting distance, and like we have a main motorway which goes right through it, and there's a service station. This service station is pretty cool, and they have ducks and everything. If you're heading, say, if you're doing a road trip, I'd probably recommend that M6, so you can enjoy the Lake District. It's definitely got it going on. But we totally digressed there. Gosh. Oh, do you guys have yourself a cup of tea? I made myself a PG Tips. Yep, that is what it is. With oat milk today, because I don't drink dairy. And it's in a cup, which I've repaired. So it's got a crack up there and crack there. Don't throw anything away around here. So hopefully that does not fail and fall on me. I just realised I need to get something to... I've got this lollipop, which is holds the loose T in there, and I need to find something to take it out. 1 second. There we go. Grippy. Cool. So you guys definitely not a city gal. How do you see the YouTube videos of Scotland? What, you're from Scotland? Nice. Store of some. Ha! I know it. E.g. child of goodness. So what brought you? I guess you're not originally from Norway. I don't know. If that's the case, why Norway? If you brought up in UK, well, I guess like why not? Really? Oh, okay, the other way. I hit it. Oh, where's my mind gone? Oh, that's nice out. Anyway, you guys are the coolest guys I've met from Norway, because I've not met many people from Norway, so thank you for being somewhat my first. Let's get into some code, guys. We've got a massive checklist to do. We've got content policies and things. They're going to be boring. We got all tracks. We did that a couple of weeks ago, but I've not done it on this version. The player seek to. We did that a couple of weeks. We did the player a couple of weeks ago, but we've not done the seek to. Well, you know, like a little scrubber. Not done that yet. There's like this notion of posts on the home page, which I really need to get my head around and to get into flow. If I had a working site, probably should definitely work on that too. We have links in episode pages to do, fix the chapter artwork. The site search, that one could be interesting. We started off something like last week. I'm not doing that on this release. And we've got an administration panel for managing content. Some very interesting, spicy areas of code. Thanks for being. There's lots of wonderful places in the United Kingdom. Lots of wonderful places everywhere. My machine today is complaining that I've not got the wrong version of Node.js. What? On the weekend, because I got a potato laptop MacBook Pro from 2013, and it can only just do this. It doesn't do the streaming, so what you're seeing all around, that's done by a separate computer, as you probably understood. And I get HDMI out from my laptop, and I got a DisplayPort out to my monitor here, just so I can see what I'm doing, and you guys can copy that too. But it can't handle anything more than that. We've experienced on stream where my machine is just shugged to a slow thing. Last week I replaced all the thermals, the thermal paste between the CPU and the coolants. Did that last week. It's improved a little bit, so that's better. But I also have been experimenting with my other gaming computer with a separate hard drive in there to see, can I switch over to a different operating system other than Mac? So I installed 3 different operating systems, Elementary OS, Ubuntu, and Fedora. And Elementary and Ubuntu did not display the graphics well enough, but Fedora worked. So I'd started doing some code over there because I thought, I can just do it. It actually works. It feels snappy and good, but I yet to fully transition over to that for my streaming and for my day-to-day client work. Because my muscle memory on the keyboards and stuff, it took me a while to kind of relearn those muscles. So we're on Mac today, and I'm feeling the future is bright. The future is Fedora. So I was doing some changes, and I was using ASDF. ASDF IO package manager. ASDF VM. This is a really handy tool if you've got multiple versions of Node you want to support, or Alexa, or Ruby, or Python. You install this, and then this will install your Node packages, so you can ASDF install a Node particular version. And locally, I'm wanting to set my my version. So set ASDF local, and it's going to be Node. So you say local Node 14.16.0, and that should. It would help if I put it into the right. Is it tools versions? Tool versions. Yeah. Now my code should boot up and work locally. Fingers crossed. Yes, we're cooking on gas. Fedora, eh? Ooh, the crossing intensifies. Yeah, Fedora. I went through so many distros on the weekend. I wanted Elementary to work. It didn't really work very well. The first hurdle was like, the base graphics card you get, so it's just like 800 by 600. It looked terrible, and I couldn't get it to boot up into my graphics card. So I thought, let's go and use Ubuntu, where there are some dedicated drivers from AMD. So I got on and installed Ubuntu. Then I later find out that the latest version of Ubuntu, 20.4, the drivers don't work. The drivers are compiled for 1804. So I was like, screw this. I was asking a friend who's a Linux-based guy. He's like, I love Fedora. It's great. It's like, what's this Fedora you say? Go over there. It's like, it doesn't really give you much of a tease. Fedora workstation, what is it? You go to the website and you're like, tell me more about yourself, because I don't know. There's only 4 images about your operating system, and that's it. So you had to take a leap of faith into it. Again, I installed it. I had the 800 by 600 issue. Like, come on, I really just want something just to work. But then I did the DNF update, which updated all the packages, and that brought down the drivers for the graphics, and we were cooking on gas. So I was really happy that it started to display okay, everything was stable and quick. Because it's a new build and it's a Linux build, I could just install my application straight out the box, and it just worked. I was like, massive delay on that. So I digress so hard. You guys, it's your guys' fault. We're having a moment here, though. I did not try Mint. I was about to. At that point, I was about 3 hours into install a new operating system, which, to be honest, is actually a painless experience to install a new distribution. It was just like, installed. What? Already? It just works. And it takes like half an hour or more for Mac to install, or an hour for Windows to install. So they're doing the Linux community are really doing something right in that area. Definitely. So it was easy to switch, but free distros in, I was like, I was going to give up. But then I got it work. But I've not tried Linux Mint. Ooh, I've not tried gaming on Linux. I know it's possible, and I know that there's some games that work on it, but I think Windows has that corner for now, so safely secured. Even Apple haven't managed to get fully over there. I know why Apple are doing the M1 chip, so they can say, hey, we got millions of games which work on Mac OS, but there are millions of iPad games or iPhone games which are not great games. They're not AAA title games, so it's not a great thing. AAA title games will only work on Windows, and maybe a small set of them work on other operating systems, but a lot of dedication goes into these game developments. Oh, what was it I was looking for? I watched this guy on YouTube, and I've forgotten what it is. Oh, there's a Lumberjack game, which looks... Lumberjack game. Game dev. Forgot. This guy. If I can... I forget. Steam powered. Lumber Mill. This looks pretty fun. I've been watching this guy develop the game, which is pretty cool. And then there's another dude on YouTube which I watch, which I wouldn't be able to find off the top of my head because he's just named his game as a city builder game. But it's nice to see the background of game developers do their things every so often, and it's nice short form. Digressed again. So what was I gonna do? I need you guys to like remind me. There was not doing that. Oh, it was the homepage stuff and the site search. Foundation. Okay, one last digression. Foundation builder game. I'm a sucker for a builder game. Ooh. Maybe. Oh, I've come across one which is about I've seen it on Inkibits. I am Kibits on YouTube. And it's you're beavers and you have to build a dam to save water. And you have to maintain your water and your food supplies, or your population dies. So it's managing that, and it was only a little demo, but it looked pretty cool as a concept. Like the alternative universe of beavers were the common populace, and they still did the dam things to maintain water supply, and the water was the make or break of your civilization. I don't know. Beaver builder game. Timberborn, that's what it is. Timberborn. It looks pretty cool. It looked pretty cool when I seen the game play through, the demo of it. So I might spend a weekend completing that. Right, we need to get some code done. Would you guys like site search, which will be this, or would you like kind of events and posts on homepage which look like design which I don't have availability. It's like a section which comes here and it will highlight a individual track or event. Paste your votes into the chat now. I could choose. Gravitating towards site search, and it could be a very, very lonely area because it's not done, but it's still there. It's gonna happen. Right, we're gonna try and do site search in an hour or 2. Wish me luck. Like, you gotta cross everything for the site search. It's gonna hurt. Because I don't know even a starting point how I'm going to do this. Nuxt site search. We're going in. I'm looking for some very, very simple inspiration. When my mind is going with this completely new area, I'm going to try and explain how my mind works. So how I'm looking at this issue is the user's going to type in something, and we want to change the graphical user interface. So this I'm kind of wanting to change to become like a line like this. This will be a search result because it would be tracks and episodes and stuff, and this looks quite like a result. So this is our in-mind design, which we're go with. But then how do we represent a search query? Well, let's go over to like Google. We can see here we have a search query going on. We can get rid of the additional metadata. Boop, boop. And this is /search with a question mark which goes into just parameters, and then we got this queue, which is going to be any pieces of string. So I'm thinking we could do a search endpoint, which doesn't exist, and then query, which would be a track name. Yeah. And that query, I'm wanting to check the database and come back with results and then display them. I have a few different meta types to query against, but for the reverse instance, searching for tracks would be quite important. So that's where I'm thinking of starting with. So we've got to go and create a new page, because Nuxt likes pages. So we're going to create a new folder, which will be search, and in this folder is going to be a index. And we're going to create a pug template, because that just allows me to quickly define. And I'm going to actually add in a ID here as well. Site search. I'm going to start off with that. So now a render function, I save this page, refresh this page. We now have our hello world. I'm going to bring in from another page somewhere. It's from a component, but I might have it on a page level. Some classes, just to get us into a reasonable design state. So that gives us our first, and we need to put another div, which gives us another class section. Components. Thinking of using like hijacking, just grabbing one of these without the bespoke class. Get rid of that. Or grab that. Actually, that makes better sense. This is going to put us in center. Is it? Nope. Fail. Need this. Try again. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it to be. And let's bring this over here, close down that. What we're going to have in here, we'll have, say, we'll start constructing a search result. And I'm not too sure what's going to go in here, so I'm going to keep it blank for now. And we can design that up. So it's going to be in components. I'm going to create a new file which should be search folder, search result. It's going to be singular. I'm going to create a bug template, div, and we're going to put that to result. Brilliant. So in this search result, we want it to feel a lot like a track list item. Almost a lot like it, but we have to kind of feed it a few different things. Maybe using that, but no. Do I? I could simply reuse it. I'm going to go verbose for a start and see if we can reuse it, or some of the learns, kind of separate the concern of it. So we're going to start off with class. We're going to flex row. I know reuse isn't bad. It's just I need to feed that this list item a very particular bit of data, like the track and a few other bits to fall back on. And if they don't exist, it may fail. But I'm not ruling it out just yet. I'm just kind of wanting to get something working initially, or a placeholder, and see how it plays. Because the search, I think people would assume, would search not only for track content, but also artists and episodes, maybe chapters within episodes, shows. So that's where my mind is a little bit hesitant of like just using that, because it might lock me into a certain area. But definitely there's room. So let's just throw in some very quick copying of the style sheet. The reason why it's gone central is because like this component is central, but we want an image on one side and like the middle part after the image to just stretch itself out. So we use the flex row, and that's going to just take over the whole thing. Oh, it would help if I spaced it out right. Is complaining, doesn't like something. Oh yeah, that's my bug. So we have a Nux link happening, but it's like, I don't know where you want me to navigate to, sir. So it's it didn't like that, and we have something which is really wanting to go center. But I want it to really grow. Going. Maybe I want on like one level to be deep on that. Like the whole row would be a link. It makes sense. Why would you search for something and not link to it? Then artwork. I know that there's a bug or something with artwork. I'm going to see if hopefully I fix that bug. Pass. Now we should have like a placeholder image. Or not. And yes, it is a semi-bug because I didn't do the class right. There we go. Now I want the result. Item center. Can it be central? Bingo. Margin left 2. Let's give it space between them. 4. Let's go for 4. Right, there's our starting point, and majority of pages will have artwork with them, hopefully. And if not, there's something which I could do about that, but we have a placeholder now. I'm thinking of just like going throw in a slot, which now that the whole search result is dynamic, I can just go hello world here, and it embeds itself inside of that view where I wanted it to. Let's get on to the juicy part, which is scaring me, which will be the JavaScript side. We've got JavaScript, and with this search page, we know we have a query at the top. So we can get that information. Sync data, which is like kind of this cycle. This async data on Nuxt happens before the page is loaded. So from this, we can go and get the router. I think it is router, or it might be router. I forget which one it is. So I may as well just console log router and see, maybe even just root. Now await promise. Oh, just placeholder that for now. Undefined. Okay, let's try root. If it doesn't come through on this one, undefined, we're going to go one level deeper. We can put in any bit of JavaScript debugger, and it allows us to stop the code at exactly that point on line 16, and I can type out router root. This. There's nothing on this. The problem which I have now is, because I'm feeding context in, I'm not getting it. So app gives us access to a wider set of context. That should have paused again. No. That's weird. Let's grab the whole context. CTX is a short term for that. Now our code. Please pause. Okay, back to a console log. Shotgun, just throw all the information. There we go. Now we can run our get rid of this. Go for CTX in here, and all of the things we can pluck out of there or destruct will be available. Ah, good old console log. We were looking at this. We have data. One area. Ah, here it is. It's just standard root. I was expecting it to be like $1 root, and we have params. No, meta. It should have Q somewhere. Ah, query. There it is. So I can break this down, which will be. Oh, I don't even have to go into root. I just have to go ask for query. Thank you. Thank you for making my life easier next. So this construct that. But then, what? Where do I need to send that? Caps lock. It's going to be super base. We've got to pluck out Superbase, which is right here. And with Superbase, we're going to grab the details. Superbase from tracks, and we want to select star for now, anything, where matches. This is getting spicy. So this could be a weight, right? And we're going to deconstruct it as well into a const. And from it inside this, of course, we want to get error. But we've got to reassign error to error, and we've got some data which will come through as well. The reason why we want to redefine error to error is there is a context piece which I can bring out called error. And with this context piece, if I can show you right now, if I just do error and do status code for 500, just close that down. It's one going to complain that I've not got no await, but if I just return status code 500, something went wrong on our side, or 404 can't be found. I could handle that, but the reason why I wanted to bring that in is if I receive an error, so if error, then I want to really kind of throw an error out and tell the user there was a major problem. And then we can just return after this. After we've done our initial booting, we return our data, and now our data will be available here. Well, of course, that's not going to do much because we want to deal with this matches. This is where it got spicy because a few weeks ago, I did I hope it saved. I did a quick example of how to query. Lost it. There's a way in how I can query the SQL. So let's construct a query in off the top of my head. So select star from tracks. Limit. Of course, that's going to bring back all the tracks. We want a way to pass in a query in there. So it'll be on title, of course, and maybe on other fields. So where title equals what you. That's gonna bring back one result. Of course, that's gonna be very fixed. So could we say, find me anything which starts at and maybe finishes with what you need, or you need no results, no dice. Starts. Oh yeah, we need to use the like. So in SQL, where something is like, and you can use these wildcards, which is like anything between like this anything before the wildcard, you space need, and then anything else. Find me things, and there's a few different results which you need whatever you need, what you need. But now, if I change that to a lowercase, it might not find me the data which I need. So now we can change it to case insensitive using the I like. Now it's worked. We could simply do a search like that and it'll find us the information which we want. But there's something a deeper level, and I've forgotten off the top of my head. But it will come back to me. It's something along the lines of sounds like, so sound X. You pass in the value, and we can run, does it sound X and sound, so does title, when that's run through the sound X, equal to this other value which is sound X. And what the sound X does, it takes the words which you've typed in, so you need, and broke them down into a few simpler characters which is kind of symbols for this sounds like, and then it can compare those two and give us a close enough representation of you need, you won't, you and I, and so it's gone you need, and it says you won't and you and I. So that's close, but no cookie. This is where I need to do a little bit of Googling, because there was Levenstein or something like that, which I came up with last week and didn't save my query, which really sucks. Postgres full text search sound X. Yeah, we're using this sound X. We also want to kind of figure out the difference. Now this gives us the distance. The Levenstein. I remember typing that in, but I've forgotten. So we can do, say, bring back the ID and the title, and we can put in Levenstein and title and you need, and it gives us the distance. And of course, these are very far from it. So it's this which I'm struggling with. Maybe. I really want to. I should look at my other stream. It's stored in a stream. This is the best way to store information. Store it in streams. Was it last week or the week before? I'm gonna go with last week. I should really fix those titles. I'm so lazy. Yes, there we go. We found it. So we got there close enough, and then we did the order by Levenstein where we got the title. You need sending. I've forgotten what individual track. So we're going to rename this query to search. I'm going to go to another one and just grab out a title, which definitely matches. Oh, it was called What You Need, wasn't it? I was hoping it would pick up that you need. So, Postgres full text sound X in case insensitive. Ooh, T. It's almost gone cold. Oh yeah, you've got a presentation. That's what I was doing before, off the top of my head. Go me. Now we're just searching for a reasonable solution. similar to? That's an interesting one. Messages, query plan. General in what? Gin gist? Oh, that's getting deep. Regular expressions using full text search. Is that just a simple operator? Oh, that's just going to find something which is matching that text in a large piece of data, which is, we wanting it to be loose. Oh, I can show you what the sound X looks like. So sound X. So if I bring back where, get rid of that line, where ID equals, go with the what you need with the capitals W in there. So it's ID 247. I'm going to bring back just that ID, so the limit doesn't matter. And this is what the sound X looks like. W3 by 3. And when we type in the sound X with this, what you need, what we're going to query in, it should be, I need to put a comma there. They should match exactly, right? Sound X, let's name it as key string, str. Yeah, so those two are matching together. What happens when we get rid of the you need from that, which we would expect them to match, and to come up with Y530, which won't match. I'm wondering whether this distance from and ordering by the distance could work as a solution. So we can get rid of these titles. Can I just say you need, and I should have in these results at least one of those titles, which gives us close enough range. Hey. Journey, that's even, let's expand it a little bit more. That's so far away. That's not going to work. Oh, I can actually, let me see it as Lev. I go to by Lev. Say it's right in the query. Metaphone. What's this metaphone? Let's have a look, see. Let's say at present, SoundX metaphone and D metaphone alternatives do not work well with encoding such as UTF-8. Fun. So emojis will break this. SoundX seems like a very common one. This distance is common. text source, text target. Well, let's have a look at this metaphone. You've got text source and max output length. Gumbo. How about we give this SoundX a try? Use a metaphone instead of SoundX. Varying character does not exist. Oh, boo. How about if we change our query so it's like what you and then as someone would be typing it, if we were to do search on each type, I'd expect it to come back with need at this point. What's your name? That could actually work. Just using lemon string and just bring back the results with the lower with. Oof. There's so many ways. But now I need to kind of figure out how do I get this into my JavaScript. I'm hoping I can do select ID, title, and ask the lemon machine. That just gonna be the title and a value which we pass in. Ooh, this is scary stuff. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just hard code a query. Well, which would be the title. What you need. We've been playing with that data for a while. Pass in the title. And we do limit. Limit 10. I think limit is the correct term there. Go and render that page. Fail. Something went wrong. Premature. Welcome back, Hex. Oh, there's that error. Puzzle error. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, gah. I just got something. There probably is a way. Let's have a. My mind's gone crazy. Reference. Not in reference. Back at one. In API reference. And resource. Down here, there's like the full text search. Finds a row in the text vector stated in the column. Maybe. And then there's a whatever PL full text search means. PH text search. And what the what full text search? Give me some. Oh, web search to text search query. Phrase 2. So phrase plain 2 and just 2 text. So maybe I can just full text search. You pass in column, title, and then a query. And pull out that. Give that a try. Text search query, what you need. There's no answer. Ah. I thought this would bite me. There is other ways of like running. We could run a routine. I think it is a stored procedure. I've not tried these yet. But you can say run a procedure and pass in a value, which would be our search query, and then that would trigger on our server and pulls back some results. But I've yet to get that working. That's why I thought this would be very spicy and really hick us up not a fun way. We have this I like. It gets us closer. So we can put in an example of I like, title, and then we need to kind of anything before, anything after the not the perfect. And then we got our results. For results in data, this would be the array, and then just one result. We should have multiple lines. Yay! Title that, and let me bring out the artwork. That works okay, but let's switch it around with the query. So we pass that in, save that document, change this to what plus you plus need. And no dice. Oh yeah, of course, query.q. So we have something which does. What tracks is there? On plus and plus on. So we doing a query. It works. It's not as smart as say if I say on and on. Not going to work. No dice. But if I... Oh, this is going to be embarrassing if we go to our query, we do that same query search, and we do the sound X. The title, on and on, I'm expecting to bring back on and on. On my mind, on and on. So... put in an ampersand. I'm expecting a few more results, you see. Something a bit more smarter. Golia. I did look into Golia, but this gets expensive quickly because 10 units? They changed the pricing model. Okay, so we want the free plan, and that's how many requests we can accept. I was getting beyond this every single month. I even reached out to them saying, I'm a free and open source project, please give me some more space, please. And they was like, here you go. We've added a 0 to the amount of records you can have, 100,000 records. Thank you. And the search requests, this 10,000 you get, it's not just search requests, it's also requests of putting data in. So me uploading data use up a lot of the allocation. So then you go, okay, well, give me some more space. $90 a month? I can't afford that. Maybe I can optimize it. $50 a month? Optimize it some more? Good. Or equally, one month it could spiral out of control. I don't want these sort of bills. I can't handle these bills just yet for my service. So there is ways. It's just finding a nice solution in SQL. And I don't fully like that. It doesn't feel right. Oh, hello. Who's this? Midmare. Welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. On my TV goes, ha ha, I love that. New dice. No dice. What were we saying? Getting over that part of my studies, actually. Looking forward to sinking teeth into it. Castle brought me here. Oh, my man. Castle and Nival, you guys. Welcome from the selection side, guys. Good. I wasn't expecting Castle to kind of tune into the stream. Nice to hear you. You're previewing the next version of selection. Get excited. Some fun stuff. I'm working on the search at the moment, which isn't going too fun, but something along those lines. The moment on site, it's on, and we're using Google search, and I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this advertisement on the site and be nice to our users. Along with, we got our results as expected across a few different assets. I'm trying to replicate that. Penny and Chamomile. Hey, welcome. We're here. Oh, you guys are peeking. Because for me, it says that there's only one person watching. So I don't even know if anyone's peeking the streams and it's just going, he's doing the codes. I don't understand what he's doing. But he's listening to some good music in the background and he's talking about Norway a lot. Yeah. The secret codes. we had a result on and on. Oh yeah, on and on. We have some version of code working. So the codes, and I do want to kind of see if I can get the SoundX working, but it might mean I have to do a code request to our database client, which has got this nice interface to be like, please, can we have this? I think their code has no reference of SoundX. Full text search. There's some full text searchy stuff. Or do I just kind of leave it there and crack on with the design side? Yeah, I'll crack on with some design like this. Yeah, I'll throw up a error. Now the problem I've got with this is I'm not pulling back enough information for the track. And I also want to potentially search filter the results. Is the on and on the title of the track or the artist? And I fear if I just say left join artist on track. This hurts my brain because I've forgotten how it's links as. Oh yes, track artist equals artist. Let's give that a try. You guys doing okay? Yeah, Hex. You guys, Hex is from Norway and Crazy Kitty, and it looks beautiful over there. So I'm super inspired to go traveling over there. I'm interested what Madmare, how you pronounce the name, what you do. I kind of assume that you work with Google Ads to help make up advertisements, or unless you do besides. Just a marketing agency. Boom, got it straight in one. So it's all about the SEO, content writer. Ooh, could help. You could help. Oh yeah. That just sounds super annoying because advertisements are subjective, and the success of it is whether you made someone to buy something. Please buy this thing. And if people aren't buying it, then you're seen as not doing your job good. If that makes sense. And you want to avoid that. Oh, why? Come on. Screw it. I'll do it in this side of code. I can't be bothered. I've forgotten what it was I was trying to do. I want to select the artist and bring back the details from that. So now I can go and just kind of give us a very crude result. Artist title. Oop. And now we got some very simple. And we want the two. Maybe I should just pass in the full result and deal with it on the other side. Where's our result? Search result. Boop, in there, and JavaScript. Yeah, I need some content written. So you kind of get knows what selection.com. The about page. We have some space about that. There's nothing about the press page, but I kind of wanted to move that up, and a little blurb about like how and why would you want to contact selection. We're working on that. You find me on the Discord's channel, and we can link up about that. That's mainly about it because most of the content around the site is here's a title, here's some artwork, go and buy Don Rochina 4 on vinyl, please. Or the supply site, not got it. Or the radio, which is practically going to be this. Yeah. Just like subtle bits. Oh. You might have seen that I've got this photo going on. I'll ping you this in the Discord. So to give you a context, I'm an independent software engineer. I've been doing the selection tracklist site for 5 years now. 2016 when I started doing it off my own back. Did not get the grace from the yield gods of the selection from Joe K. I was just doing it, scratching my own back, building this data and making it available. And a couple of years ago, 2008, 2009, Dorian decided to throw me some designs, saying, "Hey, I've got these designs for the site, which I think would be cool." And I was like, "Cool, awesome! We've got some nice designs beyond the design capability of me. Can I use them?" It's like, "Yeah, go. We can use them. If of course we've got some terms if we go beyond that and run those talks. So on provide so that we can have some information at the bottom of the site saying it's designed by Dorian, maintained independently with love by me, Kyle." And there is a transition in happening soon where we're taking the trackless site and we're moving it to the .com site as we've got thumbs up. And it's all about like that. Is trying to like the team have said, yeah, we can totally credit you guys on the footer and pay the full respects, because I do punch in the weekly work of making sure that we have a wonderful track list and you guys can dig as much as you like to get these tracks. And I wanted to play decent homage, because you probably notice on the main tracklist site, scroll all the way down to the bottom, I have Patreonage and Buy Me a Coffee, and you might not even know, scroll all the way to the stats, we have this contribution. So the track lists have been indexing the radio show since 2016. Many hours have been dedicated into the maintenance of the site. About 3 hours a week. It does take me quite a bit a week. More so than rebuilding the site. And about $200 a year to maintain, hosting, other services I need to pay for. So people have been donating through Patreon and Coffee. Wow, we've peaked $1,000 since the site has been live. And I keep this information open because I want to be open with our visitors. This is what you guys are donating to the site to keep this site online and support me and support you guys, keeping it all good. And I'm very appreciative of that. So this is the track over time. And the visitors, I want to say this is how many visitors. And I've not had any pushback from that for the new version, but maybe. But I still want to pay this homage, and they're still open to the idea of that the track listing site, which I still maintain, still can get patronage and support. It's they're still the team are really open for that because it keeps things online, but it's been careful with the distinction. I'm not selection. I'm not official selection crew. And if the site moves to the selection.com, I don't want to cause any confusion to our audience, the audience of selection, that I'm the person, and if someone makes a donation intending for it to be donated or patronage to selection, but intending it's going to me, I didn't want this confusion. So I need to be very careful about that when we switch it to the primary.com site. I'm still having the grace to it, but I've yet to figure out the right angle. But I did come up with an idea. So we have these links where we have this something different by Google Gold or Declan. I can't pronounce names. And as you know, with the tracklist site, you come onto here and go, right, awesome. I can go on to AudioMac or Deezer to enjoy this music, or Spotify. So boom, you click on it and it takes you off site. That's fine. What I was thinking is, when you click it, it gives you maybe a pop-up saying you're about to lose the site. Just to let you know, this site is maintained by Kyle independently. These track lists are maintained by me. Thank you very much for visiting. If you want to support me and the links side, feel free to donate. Even now, I don't know whether it's too in your face having a pop up before you exit the site, but this data, this information and stuff is the stuff which is my time, my time, my buck, my own money to maintain this. Because I don't get these links, I don't get this information from Joe K or the team. It's something which I have to go out and get all this information and maintain that and display it. So that's where the donations and stuff and is going for. I just can't push it across the edge with how I'm thinking of how to do that. So I'm kind of de-scoping it a little bit in the mind, so where it's just like, I was thinking of like, even if it's just like, when you come down to here, you click on Dorian or myself, it doesn't go directly to my site, mikal.com, it goes to a internal site where it's like a pre-exit page. So there, to say thank you very much, I'm Kyle, and you can support me, or you can go and visit my website here. Think about that. How you guys have been since I've been doing that monologue. You know what I mean? I started working for a website holding off after doing it for 2 years. Trying to learn some basics. Oh man, I can teach you. Just feel free to ping out to me. I can got loads of stuff. Good course on Udemy. Yeah, there's loads of free stuff out there on YouTube. Watching streams like this, me trying to code, is a very low bandwidth way on doing it. Like sometimes I go off on tangents. You're not really going to learn a great deal, but it's fun to hang out, and we do get some code done. And at the moment, I'm not got into the routine of taking my streams and cutting down a very small focus section because time. I'm super busy. I got some sites and courses to help you out. Oh, nice that you guys are sharing. Funny how you dig through selection. I had no idea I was behind it. Thanks, man. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That, like, should it be more obvious that it's not selection doing the tracklist part, or is that okay? That's I can be hidden enough like that and just assume. I don't know. I should take a full course. Did that before, but hardly worked on any. Nival, the best way in how you're going to really pick up your code is work on a project, pick up a side project, and be passionate about it. You'll like this, the selection track list. The core of this was I wanted to have a place where the track lists were easy to get. You probably remember. If we scroll back a few pages back and go to 6 years of selection, go on to SoundCloud. We had track lists for this show in a bit.ly link. We go into bit.ly and hopefully it's still up there. It was a PDF. Okay, I'm listening to the show and I'm so far into it and I've had to mentally count in my mind how many tracks it is. And I'm like, yo, I need that Schemo yo-yo track in my life right now. How do I do it? Well, okay, let's go Schemo. Oh gosh, no, it's selected all of the document. This is now becoming painful. I can't select that. Let's try a different way of selecting it. Can I select it this way? Oof. There we go. Now I've got to type it out manually. This is the pain when I was getting that early stuff. So for how can I simplify that? I'm going to show you something. This is where you get to see some of the early ideas of selection. We're going to show you. It's on github.com/ScottWellsby. I had a very, very simple script just to get those PDFs into the format. So let's try and find that. Not that one. This one. I think it was open as well. I did a parser, maybe. And I wrote this script to take in a show.pdf and spit out something useful to me. I know I'm not going to go through line by line, but you'll see like there's a show and then some digit. This is a regular expression, and then there's a conversation, session, or interview, or set, which can denote what the sessions are. This was very early architecture of the site, and archive.selection track list. This is what it ultimately generated. It made these very, very basic HTML pages which had the tracks on. And I was like, brilliant, that's great. Now, throw in automatic find the link or do a Google search or search on these services and we're done, right? And that's where it started. This is 2017 when I was starting doing these track lists, and this is what it generated, and thus it's just grown. The idea and approach has grown. The code is messy as anything, but it grown. Didn't know I was behind until Discord. Yeah, the Discord days. Discord is our Discord server for selection is 1 year old in a month and 9 days. It's the Discord server was a spin-off from those early Twitch selection Sundays. I wasn't there for the very first inception, but I got invited to it very early from our RJK. Some track lists from the older shows, PDFs. They still are PDFs. Fortunately, they still persist. I'm surprised that they've not been deleted from whose ever Dropbox they are. So they are archive. I went through this yesterday, struggled. The worst part is I couldn't find the track anywhere. Wasn't even which track are you looking for? Remember PDF days, it wasn't far into the show. I ended up listening to like 7 songs from this before finding the one. Yes! And that is still technically a problem with some of the older episodes. So episode 294, we would go to the track list for that. Go onto the old site. If I can find it. I hope have I. Episodes 294. We have the track list here, but excuse me, I've not got the indexes where they are in the track. I've not built the user interface to quickly do that, so I'd have to do that manually. How I do the shows weekly, I have a Apple script which listens to the show on Apple Music, and then each time the track changes on Apple Music, you know, the little player at the top, I'm able to get the time from that, and thus we have these timestamps. You can go Stro Elliott, yeah, let's play that. Write it out for me. And let's go, what episode is this? 494, tracklist. Let's go to the episode 494. Play that same track, or play the show. Got a bug. You can play show right in the tracklist site, which is very buggy. Why is that broken? Anyway, I need to fix that as well. Fix that. Fix display. Boop. I really want to get this site released by episode 500, but it just is super slow. It was a Sango edit with Missy Elliott and anything. It took me. Let me look for it and probably find it. It's like neat. Okay, yeah, late 290s. Oh, is that because in the Ticklish or Missy? It's not even in. Sometimes when I was importing these, there'd be like a hyphen missing, and the track would not import because it didn't understand. Is this an artist or a track title? Because I have to separate those out to understand what it is in our data. And there's loads of duplicate data, like Joe_def equals Joe space def. They're the same thing, but I did it in a very rudimental way. So those are two separate artists, and they still are until I find a way to fix that data. Oh, 5-year anniversary. Let's have a look at that. I'm curious. 6 years. It's probably not going to be super easy on. Back up one more. 249. Is it this one? Is this the one you're looking for? Track 12 missing. Let's look at the data for that and see why that's happened. Selection track list. 249. Let's go back. 249. Boop. Oh, well, it's just completely missing on my ingest of data. And there's no Missy. So on that particular show, I'm missing data. It's broken. And let's go and see. Yeah, that's why it's broken. I ingest it and it's like, but what are you? Is it Bryson, Teller, Goldlink, J Diller, Louisville, and Louisville DC? What? What's the track name? So I had all these. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm definitely not going to be able to fix that. For me to fix a track on the current site takes me about half an hour. Just one track, or something which is happened in the past. I had to kind of boot those files, create them manually. If it's not going through my automated scripts, it's a pain. Right old pain. Oh gosh, there's a lot of broken. This is where I have the idea that I'll open up the site, the new one, where people can make the corrections and suggestions, and hopefully I'll have a way where I can just go, yes, that's correct. Thank you very much for fixing the data for me. Callum, sup? the whole sound, the selection Twitch crew have come. The track isn't anywhere. It's been removed from. Yeah, the Sango mix one. I found that there is actually a episode of Selection Radio which isn't on SoundCloud anymore, and I have to update the link every so often. We're not that far back. Sango. Not. It was like in the Rinse FM days. Let's go back one more page. And that. We're close to it. Feels like it's like one of these. Oh, there it is. 187. The only way you can get hold of this track is to try and hope that it's on my download. And yeah, there it is. This is the only backup I can find of this. I actually had to ask a friend of a friend who had this file, and then I could serve it up. Oops. Because it's not on the SoundCloud, it's just died. Finished. It's not even on the Mixcloud either. Oh, we got it. It happened. We got the last FM of it, and I guess it's not going to come up on SoundCloud. This is just the edit, not the Sango edit. But it's my Sango, and I managed to get the track listing right. So yeah, got it in some places. It's not going to be anywhere else. Google search it. Just a selection track list set. Oh, or searching on SoundCloud. Yeah, that's lost of time. The only way you go to get that track is to record the show, and slice it from the show, and then make your own edit. Wrap it around, see if you can re-edit it. Ah, you guys digging. Should have user points so that people can build little bragging rights. Oh yeah, I've yet to figure out a point. I know that Clicks Philip, he has click points. I've not figured out what my points will be, but you guys instantly get like 10 points each. But you have to keep your own tallies. We digressed so hard. What were we doing? We were doing the search, but now I got a little bit stuck with this search because it's only searching the track title, but it's okay for now. I want to wire up this because it's not doing anything. So let's wire up that. And close down our old stuff. Keep it on the side because it's quite neat. Yay. So how do we write that? It needs to. Oh yeah, I was doing prop, and it was results. The type of objects, and the default is going to be like that. Let's close off. It's in site header. Yeah, maybe search. Oh, toggle search. Close. There it is. There's our search. Okay, how am I going to do this? I've got more than one search in here as well. No, just the one. So maybe I can form. And on submit, prevent. I want to prevent the browser from actually taking over the submit form, and what to perform. Oh. What did it do to search? Yeah, that took a while, didn't it? Ref and the model search. Put that on the page. Stop. We need to put in here search thing for now. And methods, which will be perform search. And what this will do is this dot root, I think it's single root push, and we go into the name search. I think it's like that, and then primes with a Q, and the Q will be this dot search. Not confident that's going to take me to where I want to. Oop. Yeah, it didn't take me to where I wanted to be. This dot rooted up push, I think. Debugger. Oh, guys, you've been busy. Yes. When, as Hex is saying, with the community suggestions and contributions, I do kind of want to continue building up the community that there's shout outs to people helping out. There is already a big shout out to True Listener on some of the older episodes. Shouldn't track this. Episodes. And it's 150s around. Thanks to True Listener for supplying this track list. He dug deep in some archives on, I think it's like Tumblr, some old Tumblr lists where these track lists were, compiled them and sent them to me via email, and it took me months. You'd only give me like, here you go, here's 5. It'd take me 6 months to get to that. Here's another 5, another 6 months. It took me a couple of years to get some of these older shows. So we have it from, I think, 140, I think 130 maybe? No, what? 139? From 139 up to like 200, we've got those. I could put in shout outs in the descriptions. That definitely help people out. But linking to people's things, it'd be too much of an incentive for people to submit so much. I didn't want to burden myself with that. It becomes a full-time job to moderate all the links. So then I had to build up a moderation system or something where it's like, oh, multiple people have submitted this same link. Well, I guess that this is a high value link. That could be something which bubbles up. Especially for some of the older things when people are digging really hard for that old stuff. Nivel's straight on it. He's got to chop it up. He's got to supply it, and I guess it's going to be thrown into a Dropbox and shared up on this chat. You guys are awesome for that. This is what the Discords, the selection Discord, and most Discords communities are for. And I've not got more myself because like I'm pretty much piggybacking off the selection because I haven't got the time to build one myself. There's so much love and assistance which come from these communities, especially while this is the only way we can have these conversations. This is the only way we can share this information via Discord and group chats and just saying, hey, this is what we do. It's been such a great year with Discord. I don't think we could have had a year differently without it. The older shows are really good. I was looking at getting this fixed and working, wasn't I? So I put in a debugger, and the debugger will kick in when I go into search and I just trigger the search. That's where my debugger comes in. Now I'm in the debugger mode. I'm trying to say that multiple times. I want to change a route, but I'm not too sure what route it is. So this dot routes. I want to find. It looks like it's going to be that format I'm naming. So can I maybe this dot router push? I want to see if I can change the route by going name dot name search underscore 3 times enus. That's it. No dice. No dice. Maybe if I was on the search page, it would give me some clue of what I need to navigate to. So I'm not too sure of the routes. Trigger off a search. Boop, boop. Pass. It's either that or path search / search. And there should be a query which I can pass in. Yes. We'll get rid of the debugger. Later. Open up the search, type in Missy, and it's changed the route. Yay! I want this dot hide search equals true. Get rid of the search bar. Now. It didn't pick up the new data. Ah, let's have a look. Next, life. This is how Nuxt works. We've got the server booted. There's some middlewares which we've not bothered to run, and we're at this stage where we've built the page, or the page is going to build. And then it hands over the information to the browser, and then the browser takes over. There's a fetch, and what I'm looking for now is a way in how I can requery that data while the page is still hot, live after this, because we've got the async data run. We're going through a few different steps, and it's created. It's in essence, it's loaded up, but we've got the wrong data until I re-ask the page. But you're seeing if I just on and on, it's not updating. Next, sync data. Let's have a look at that. Is that? Refreshing page data. When you want to refresh the page data by using fetch, maybe that. This dot Nuxt dot refresh. Hopefully it's a light, like a very light one, not a full browser refresh. So look, Missy. Oh gosh. Let's go for the. It refreshed the page before the search query got to the navbar. So there is a way in how we can do this, because the push, I think, is a promise. We might be able to just kind of delay that for a second and use the then. So do a page navigation, then refresh the page. Let's try that again with Sango. Okay, it did expect it. Then is undefined. Oh, come on. So that didn't work. It worked-ish. Promise. Server effectively. Ooh. That might do it. Get rid of the promise stuff. Get rid of that. That looks like it's good. Well, what are you guys saying? It's a fairly long mix, might be towards the end, don't know. Notable that it's a hotline thing. I've had so many people email me about random tracks on sort of selection. I think there's one like a Flying Lotus, track 5. And try and find that. Well, it looks like it's there, but I was searching for it, and that was not the correct track, which was being played on the show. Let's see if we can selection track this. Flying Lotus, track 5. So 5 or Untitled 5. I know this has been super played. Track 4, track 05. This bad boy, when he got played in a couple of shows. 7 minutes in track 0. Well, 7 tracks in. Let's open the show. Yep. Now this is how you do it.
Eclectic soul, forgotten gems, and timeless sounds. All brought to you by. You should check yourself. Coming fresh out of Australia. Shout out to everyone who came out to the shows out in Sydney and Melbourne. Yo, those shows were crazy. The people were
somewhere around there. But if I play it, I'll get the copyright strikes on my stream as well. We definitely know that sound. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong playlist as well. That would really, really help if I looked at the right playlist. Oh, it's really, really soon. So you can usually calculate like this is could be 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. about 18 minutes in. So somewhere around the 15 to 19, depending on how long the tracks are, they're usually about 3 minutes. They can be 3 minutes long.
You should check yourself. So much on the shelf that if I take a verse off the shelf, it probably break the earth rate.
Together, by the air purpose outpay.
Oh, someone's found it there. This one. You know what? If I play this enough on my stream, and YouTube and Twitch flag it, I'll have the track ID. It'll then know what it is, and I should be able to find the actual source of the track. Come at me, bro! It's either that, or it's never released. So, Twitch algorithm and YouTube's algorithm will allow it.
This one just slaps. Right now, you are listening to Flying Lotus. How's everybody feeling out there? My name is Joe K, coming to you live and direct from Manila. My first time here in the Philippines. Feeling very blessed right now.
When Joe used to do world tours.
It's that worldwide sound via Beats One. You could literally be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with us. We really appreciate that. Coming fresh out of Australia. Shout out to everyone who came out to the shows out in Sydney and Melbourne.
It's too easy to just keep them on in the background, isn't it? It's so chill, isn't it?
The people were explosive. I want to thank you guys for your energy. We have a heavy show lined up. It's an honor to be here, though, for real. I mean, how many people could say that they could do a radio show from Manila?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
I
freestyle.
don't have a clue
By my recent
where on the earth
Once
that
again,
track
from
is.
Australia.
Where you can download it.
I've been exploring the city a bit.
But yeah, someone did shout out to be like, "Hey Kyle, can you find this track for me?" And I was like, "Nope." I generally did. I searched for a good half day. I think I even emailed Joe. Like, Joe, do you have this track? It's like, sometimes I get a crate of tracks from producers which are untitled like that, track 05, and they never see the light of day. They're exclusive. So it's probably a super exclusive track to Joe's hard drive, which at that point, from that show, I think Joe's hard drive crashed since then. So he's lost some of that old music. And if the artist doesn't have a copy of that anymore, it would be difficult to get hold of it, or never released it. Probably just lost to time in some of these old selection episodes. Imagine that. Nuts. It is a chill tune. We'll have to go in a bit. Got a Zoom meeting. Zoom fatigue for Regals. No problem, man. It's good for you to stop on by and learn a little bit more about the background of Selection Tracklist, and it's going to be selection.com. And maybe learn some code, share some code. Hit me up on the Discords. I think my DMs are open, so feel free to do that. And if you want to, a little bit of a shout out or recognition for helping on the site, I can help that. Or if you just want to help me on a few of the content pieces, that'd be great. Enjoy your meeting. Let's not lose these tracks of time. They're time capsuled in the shows. Yeah. The time capsuled in the shows. They are there. You can extract them and get them, but also there's a fidelity loss. It'd be great to like get some of the music which is unreleased from artists. I've come across this with Rumderful, my man from Birmingham. He makes loads of beats and he doesn't really release them, or he puts them out there for a short while and takes them away, because I get where he's coming from, where you have an EP and you want to release an EP, but you've got loads of little samples of something, which is going to be the thing which you're going to fully release. So I kind of get that you want to have a champion piece of art, music released, instead of just small snippets. I think that's like one. I've not tried producing music myself, but I kind of get that if you try a piece of art, you try to do something, and you realise, I got so far with this, but it's not the right direction for me. I'm going to have to cancel this. But that could have been, like, that little sample could have been so fire, and it never seen a light of day. It's like discovering some rare, unearthed samples of Picasso, or any famous artists, and like, he never released this, he never published this. Fully lost the time if it's on like a hard drive and never uploaded, and that hard drive is dead. It's a crazy thought. Oh yeah, we got off these tangents so hard. I should just call this the Tangent Search Show. But we were dealing with the page search. This is where I love doing these streams and showcasing the back of what I do and maybe teach some things. Definitely not the quickest way to get code did. It's this. This is the key. This right here is the key. I can do that thing, and there's a fetch instead. It's probably going to complain, and I need to change my whole workflow there. So we'll have if fetching results. I'm just going to pretty much copying what we got in here. 90% of the internet is copy paste from someone else. And we will throw in another div here. I'm going to grab that out. What we got here, we've got the v if else. Oh, if there's an error, no, this is going to be the else. This is going to be we have things. But we do want to do the v if else is an error. Do the where's the context? There's the fetch. The fetch have a context? Oh, I just gotta be right back because my battery has died. You guys certainly can tell that it's been a long day for me because my camera dies even though it's plugged in. It's the batteries only last a certain while, the camera only lasts a couple hours being switched on, even though it's got a continuous power. Bro, you guys, I want to grab that. I want to grab that track as well. It's lost in history. I've got the Twitch stuff up on my phone, so I can actually. Is this going to boot up? You guys seem just fast. Oh, there we go. We're back. Hiya. I'm gonna log into the panel and grab that link real quick. You guys are sharing fire right now. Show me the history. Yeah, there we go. Straight away, let's go. Thanks for that drop. Oh, and we got. Is it the same thing? Oh yeah, you guys. I can close that now. Thank you. Thanks for the drop. Take care, Mother. I think that's how it's said. Good one. Yeah, with this fetch, the context is a bit confusing. The refresh works nicely. So there is a context on that fetch context, so that should work. Do not. B else is used on div without. Help. Error. B else is used on element div without corresponding VF. Oh gosh. What? Please. Do I just need to refresh the page? Ending. Lifecycle server client. Fetch. Data fetch. I was just here, wasn't I? Do the fetch. Fetch state. Where's the fetch state defined? Yeah. But why? It's getting to that point on the day where I'm probably got a typo and I just can't see it. I'm so fatigued from coding because I do 8 hours and like nine to 5 before jumping on this, and it's going undefined. So it's there. That is the problem. But why? and I can't decipher why it's not put onto place. And it's going to complain at me saying, well, Kyle, I don't have a result or data in place, so I can't do that. Because it's not done the cycle. Fetch state is not defined on instant. Where is the fetch state? Welcome to Kyle streaming on Wednesday, where you watch Kyle struggle for 3 hours. Probably because of the way unlike fetch, it promise returned by async data is resolved in the root transition. Maybe I can just backtrack some of this. Keep going. A little bit more. Keep going. Yep. Go back to the async data. Do this. Watch the query. And I could just, instead of watching and triggering that, I could do, remember we had this Nuxt refresh. Could I trigger the Nuxt refresh? Push this forward. We've got the Sango running. Let's try Missy. Hit enter. Fail. I don't understand why it failed. Got a jump. Good. Oh, I think that's because there's no results. Let's try another. Okay, I think I understand what's going on. Is it's when this brings back. When this returns no results, it triggers this error, which I don't understand where this error is coming from. So we had one which triggered that, wrong on our side. I have no clue why. Absolute nightmare where I just completely swallowed. I want to figure out why this error is being raised. So you can guard against it and render something meaningful. We've got a perform search, which we trigger off, and then we'll trigger off into the router. The router then goes through the stack a few times. Remove that. It's got to complain at me, isn't it? But there is results for Missy. like the first time it triggers, it goes, no, I don't like that. See you later, Hex. Have a good night. See you next week, I guess. Hopefully it's not too cold and we keep you warm. Stay warm, stay fuzzy. Have a good one. Keep well those studies. I'll probably still be here by the time next week going, why is this still not working? I'm going to get this working and I'm going to call it a night as well. I need to eat. I'm starving. But it's, to me, there is a flavour of what might be happening here. So I'm going to break this out. Some console log out around it. Refresh. That doesn't right. Oh, yeah, and this done. Oh, so you want to work now? Well, okay. I'll take that. Sweet test exist. Yeah, I'll accept that. Let's go. Looks like I got this working. Thank you. It's not perfect. I wasn't expecting to be perfect with a very simple I like. It's not going to Flying Lotus isn't going to come up in here, but it's close. I'd like to do multiple queries. Can I? Let's have a little test. I'm curious. Artist.title. Is this going to like kind of compound the query together? And I don't know. And just have a bad time. And it looks like it's going to have a bad time. It's like going to be this query and that query equals no query. Yeah, it really don't like that. I'm gonna have to find a different way to query out to the database and perform a nicer search. I'm gonna clean up this design, push it, fix the deployment, and then we out. We get some food. Margin bottom or in space. The artwork will be the result dot hey, coming together nicely. And we're going to go to result dot path. Yeah, I expected it to complain there. Let's put in path into our search results. So now, clicking on this, the roots, sweetest taboo, les nubinis remix. So let's do that. Brilliant. Yep, usually these streams is about an hour of what the hell is going on to, wow, we just got it working very nicely. Great. So, let's start doing our wrap up for the day with some good commits. We're going to jump into our project. I'm going to, whatever those, I think it's tools versions. Whichever one it added, I'll take. And we did a search. We made the search thing. I do want to guard against like performing a search on nothing because it's alright for now. We've got a limit on it. It's not really that way. I was meant to go in our to-do document, and we have search. Let's search. We started this, but we started this like 2 hours ago. Yeah, go for it. 2 hours ago. And we're pretty much done. I say pretty much done. It's in a readable state. So site search. It's not perfect, I know. Better than nothing. I'm gonna push that, but there is a bug. There's a bug in production mode. So I'm going to run the site in production mode. I'm going to shut down the site on dev mode and close that. The bug which I seen on here when it's deploying, it's builds up these routes, and then I run a simple Cypress test, which opens the browser, make sure things are there. Oh, that's why it failed. I think I know why. Because I changed a whole bunch of things. I need to update my tests. I can verify that. I open up the Cypress, which will open up the pages and perform tests against those. Side. You're not open? Get in, son. Oh, it's still building. Now it's ready. Try again. Thank you. Run. Pull this out. Yeah. It's navigated to there, and it's visited. But we have a test here, which, because I changed the header and footer, it's searching for those exact things, and I've changed them since, and I didn't change the test. Silly me. Down. The supports commands. Selection track list is developed, and I've forgotten what I wrote. Oh, fun. Design and design with passion. Can I just get away with? It should definitely have the text of these two.
Future beats. Eclectic soul.
Oh, yes. I needed to mute that somehow. We fixed our test. Let's go. It's a test tube. Test. There it is. Fix. Test. Oh. Fix footer assertions. Push. Deploy. Now that I fixed that, my build will pass, and the version of this site will be on my staging server, and I can move on with my life. That's it. That's it for today. That's a bit of a fun one. Thank you very much to Hex dropping in, Nival, Muda, Crazy Kitty, Nemesis, Callum, you know who you are, Henny and Chamomile. Thank you very much for dipping your toes in and seeing what we got going on inside. I hope it's exciting. We are literally 5 weeks away from shipping this. Or less. Actually less. I'm going to get this done in 4 weeks or less. So next week you'll definitely see this progress a lot on, because from Monday, not from this weekend, I'll be working a lot more hours on this. I've taken a couple of weeks off work just to get this done. So yeah, we're going in full hog. I say this each week. I might do some more streams. We'll see how I feel. I'll definitely keep the Wednesday streams. We'll definitely see me next Wednesday. Not look out for the notifications. Yeah, cool. I want to give you guys some more points. You have to tune in next week for those. So thank you again for checking us out. I'm gonna give you a clap as well. Yeah, we're finished. Good done. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.